Hello to all those who are watching this video. This is the video for the students of class 11th biology, and Nivedita is here by taking the topic ribosomes and inclusion bodies. This topic is taken from chapter number 8, unit 3. So in this we will study about the structure of ribosome and what are the inclusion bodies. Okay. So see here, first of all, you just see this picture. You can see here the ribosome is made up of two subunits. Okay, two subunits. One is a large subunit and the other one is smaller unit. Okay, the blue one is the smaller unit. You can see in this diagram. And only at the time of protein synthesis, both the units they unite. Okay, so this happens. So let's see. When we say ribosomes, so ribosomes are present in the prokaryotic cell as well as in the eukaryotic cell, and organelles like plastids and mitochondria also possess the ribosome. Okay, so ribosomes are small but are complex in structure as well as in its chemical composition. Okay, so in prokaryotes, ribosomes are found in the association with the plasma membrane of the cell. Why? Because the prokaryotic cells do not have the cell organelles like endoplasmic reticulum. Okay. Otherwise, in the eukaryotic cells, we have seen that the ribosomes are present on ER. Okay. That is, we call that as rough-walled endoplasmic reticulum. That is RER. So prokaryotic ribosomes are of 70S type. Okay, in the next slide we will know what is this S. Okay, so 70S type. So and this is having two subunits. A smaller subunit is of 30S and larger subunit is of 50S. Okay. Generally, ribosome occur in helical groups called as polysome or polyribosomes. Okay, polyribosomes we can see in the prokaryotic cell, and each polysome consisting of 4 to 8 ribosomes, which are attached to a single strand of mRNA. mRNA. Okay, and the ribosome or polysome helps in translation, that is formation of the chain of amino acid. Okay, so they are involved. Ribosome of chloroplast, as I told you, the mitochondria and the chloroplast both are having the uh, this ribosomes, and they were first observed by George Pallade as the dense particle under the electron microscope, and they are also called as volatile particles. Okay, so majorly they are composed of ribonucleoproteins and also known as protein factories, because the synthesis of protein occurs at the site, that is ribosome. Okay, and that is why we also call ribosome as the protein factories. Okay, so this is earlier known that there are two types of ribosome, 70S and the 80S one. Here S, okay, here S is for Swedborg unit, and that S stands for sedimentation coefficient. Okay, that is a measure of density and size. So either we talk of 70S ribosome or 80S, both are made up of two subunits, smaller and the bigger one. Okay, here are the differences between the 70S and the 80S. You can see. Okay, 70S is found in prokaryotes as well as in the plastid and mitochondria. Okay, and it has large subunit as of 50S and smaller as 30S, and comparatively they are smaller and found in the cytoplasm. And if we talk of ATS ribosome, okay, so they are found in the eukaryotes, and their subunit is 60S and smaller is 40S. Okay, and in size, if we talk of, so they are larger than 70S, and they are synthesized inside the nucleolus. Okay, so thank you so much this way. And now, what are inclusion bodies? Inclusion bodies means they are non-living structure actually, and they are found in the cytoplasm, and they are not bound by any membrane system. They may either lie free in the cytoplasm or may be covered by non-protein membrane. Okay. Uh, Gas vacuoles are gas storing vacuoles. They do not have any covering of their own. They are found in cyanobacteria, okay, and other bacteria also. And they are named so because they are permeable to atmospheric gases but not to water.